Hey, what is going on, guys? Now, we don't get too many Doctor Strange omnibuses, but today I'm excited because we're about to take a look at the Doctor Strange by Jason Aaron omnibus. As you can see, I went with the DM variant cover, so here it is featuring some awesome Doctor Strange artwork. And here is the spine of the book, looking simple and clean. I do like the kind of minimalistic Doctor Strange image they went with for the picture. And here is the back of the book, looking very Lovecraftian, might I add, and it says a magical double act. Alright, so actually hopping into this book here, what does it collect first of all? Well, this collects Doctor Strange 1 through 20, that is the 2015 series, the Doctor Strange Annual number 1 from 2016, and Doctor Strange Last Days of Magic. So content-wise, how is this and what is this and should you pick it up? Well, first of all, let me preface by saying I'm not the biggest Doctor Strange reader. I am actually a big fan of the character, and I like him in the Illuminati, I like him in Hickman's Avengers run, and I like him in the 90s series, but aside from that, I haven't truly read that much Doctor Strange, have not read the original Stan Lee and Ditko stuff yet, although I have read a fair amount of him, I guess, from just crossovers with a lot of the other street heroes in New York, like Spider-Man specifically, and then Daredevil occasionally. I guess I've read the Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom team-up as well, and then I've also, I guess, read some of the Mark Waid series that was going on a few years back, so maybe I have read a fair bit of Doctor Strange, but just maybe not some of the original stuff. I'm already off the track from my original point, which was going to be that regardless if you've read a lot of Doctor Strange or not, I do think this is a very accessible run. That is to say, it doesn't rely too much on you having a backlog of lore from the Doctor Strange series or just any of Marvel's magic stuff going on, you know? And truth be told with this series, I think part of that may come from Jason Aaron truly wanting to make it easily digestible for people who are just picking up the comics for the first time, but also I have like this, and I have nothing to back this up really, but I have this sneaking suspicion that maybe this series was a little rushed and there wasn't a lot of research put into it, or they didn't want to have a lot of research put into it, because look, there's just one really specific thing that bugged me about one of the stories in here, and I was so frustrated by it because you guys know I'm a huge X-Men fan. One of my favorite Marvel characters in the X-Men and just in Marvel in general is Magic, Ilyana Rasputin, and there was this moment where, okay, so let me back up a little bit so I can give you some context. One of the big storylines in here, there are two big storylines. One of the biggest ones is about science versus magic, and it's about, the bill has come and it's time to pay Doctor Strange. And basically, there are these monsters or clone things and this scientist dude from another dimension who have been going through the dimensions. They've been killing Sorcerers Supremes. They've been wiping out magic where they can because they think it's the cause of all evil and it's the cause of the downfall of, that specific character's life. Well, at one point in here, all of the magic on Earth in the Marvel 616 universe is gone. Nobody has access to their magic anymore. And all the sorcerers, all the magicians, all the wizards, whatever you want to call them, they're all just like stuck basically in this cave. And Doctor Strange, he looks around and he's like, oh man, nobody happens to have a working teleportation spell, do they? And literally, the biggest character on the page is Magic, Ilyana Rasputin. And she doesn't say anything. And nobody says anything, and then Doctor Strange has to find another way out. But her mutant ability is to teleport, and that is not predicated on magic. Even if there was no magic in the universe, she still has her mutant ability. She still has her X gene, which is the ability to teleport. So, guys, you see my dilemma here? I'm sorry, Jason Aaron, but do not use magic. Do not use a character if you don't understand where their ability comes from. Come on, man. I'm willing to not be an actually annoying comic book fan when it comes to certain continuity things or timeline things, because I understand what an intricate web a connected universe can be, not to mention trying to keep up with years of retcons. But when it comes to a specific character and not fundamentally understanding how they operate, then you really probably just shouldn't use that character. Magic didn't have to be in this story, and frankly, she wasn't really written as the Magic we know. She was kind of just a placeholder character for random expositional dialogue, which also is kind of insulting to us Magic fans. Come on. Anyway, not to get super negative about it, because I still did enjoy the run overall, but if you're someone who gets nitpicky about things like that, that might take you out of it for a second, I just gotta say. So, we've covered what one of the big storylines in here is. The other is sort of just the conclusion of all this magic gone and magic back stuff leads to a weaker Doctor Strange. And a weaker Doctor Strange is kind of a Doctor Strange with a target painted on his back. So basically, it's a hell week for him. He has to go through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just fighting villain after villain after villain, kind of like the Spider-Man Gauntlet stuff, I guess, but for Doctor Strange. I think it was a fun angle that this series took with magic and sort of, like I said, the bill being paid type thing that is examined a few times across Doctor Strange series. But here, basically, they really wanted to show that magic, yes, it costs bits of your soul, yes, it costs bits of your mind, but it's also going to start taking a physical toll on your body at some point if you're not redirecting that in some other way. It's actually kind of playing with that concept of matter can neither be created nor destroyed. So with magic, it's like if you're using magic that's stealing energy, or it's taking energy from one place and then you have to sort of balance it out, and that sort of leads to this manifestation of pain and grief and all these negative emotions in this storyline. That is another thing that Doctor Strange has to fight, and that storyline actually leads to Wong being possessed, so we get some Wong possession in here too. If you're a big Wong fan, he is in this throughout, and he has a fairly decent role in the storyline. Now, if you don't care about Doctor Strange, obviously this book is going to be super skippable, but if you're somebody who, say you're excited for Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, which is coming out next week, that I'm personally really excited for, and you want to do some light Doctor Strange reading to sort of get you in the mood for it, well then this is going to be a good run for that. It won't be super memorable in the long term, I think, but it will be enjoyable in the short term. It's got a really healthy balance of sort of really serious stuff and comedic stuff. It sort of blends that tone really well, because it'll be talking about pain and darkness and demons and grief and all that at one moment, and then in the next moment we're in hell or some version of hell, and it's a diner and we're eating demon pig bacon or something, you know? And for anybody who wants to pick up this book and just, kind of flip around, look at the artwork, I think you're also going to have a really enjoyable time, because Chris Bachalo, his artwork is just so energized, and it's really perfect, I think, for a Doctor Strange book that is dealing with mystical mayhem, and the man is really meticulous too. It might look like very surface level art at first, comic art that is, but he is really, really detailed with everything he does, so I have an appreciation for his work in here as well. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you plan on picking this one up, or if you've read it, let me know what you think. Please like, comment, and or subscribe if you want to support this channel in any way, and thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day.